G'day world, I am number one Machop fan, and I'm introducing a brand new YouTube series. Well, it's just another Battlespot series really, you know the drill by now. 2 VGC 16 Battlespot videos, and live commentary as we go. As you can see, I am using the Big Six. That is Kangaskhan, Smeagol, Groudon, Xerneas, Talonflame, and Salamence. Hands down the most popular team in the VGC 16 format. Yet surprisingly, you don't see very many, if any, YouTube series actually showcasing this team. The reason why I'm using this team is mainly so I can learn how it ticks. So I can basically know the opposition if I decide to use another team. So let's begin, let's see how we go with this. Currently starting with a clean rating of 1500. Courtesy of the fact that this is the first time using this new 3DS and capture card. Our first opponent is Oak from Japan, with a rating of 1573. His team consists of Gengar, Giratina Origin Form, Kyogre, Ferrothorn, Lapras, and Liepard. Alright, how shall we begin? Kyogre is definitely going to be in competition with Groudon because of the old weather war, but the Liepard and Gengar stick out to me as common leads. Liepard in particular has access to both Fake Out and Encore. Let's see then. So I want to start with Talonflame so I can counter that, but who will be good to pair up alongside it? I don't really want to use Kangaskhan because it's just... Actually no, that Gengar is actually going to be Mega. It's the only possible Mega on this team, now that I look again. Alright, I will want to bring Groudon in the back. I'll need to deal with that Lapras too. Smeagol maybe? I don't know what Smeagol has. I have to hurry up. Pretty generic. Yeah, what the heck. I don't like hurrying like this, but this is my first time doing a YouTube series, so it's a different kind of pressure. You'll have to bear with me. This first battle is gonna suck. Alright. Bring it on, Oak. Gengar and Giratina. I didn't lead properly. I didn't think things done either. Alright. We're currently facing a pair of Ghost types, which is obviously going to be an immediate problem for the normal type Kangaskhan. At least at the moment he has Scrappy. Alright, what I'll do... Talonflame is the fastest Pokemon on the field, that much is obvious, so... This is a Scrappy Kangaskhan, so I can Fake Out immediately. I hate double targeting, but I'm gonna double target the Gengar, see what happens. And it Mega Evolves into Mega Gengar. I can't remember how common Will-O-Wisp is on... Why I hate double targeting! Nerves have always been an issue with me, and they're clearly showing through here. Shadow Force, I figured as much. And that's obviously going towards the Talonflame, because it's a Ghost attack, and normal types are immune to Ghost attacks. However, I can confirm that Gengar is protected, so I'm going to go Brave Bird it just in case they decide to use And I'll go straight ahead and Power Up Punch in case you don't. I don't have Tailwind on my... Yep. I had a feeling that one would switch out. Lapras! I was expecting Kyogre, because if I use Flare Blitz again, it will be shut down by Primordial Sea. But... Oh, crit. Nice. But Power Up Punch is the move I chose on Kangaskhan, and that works to my advantage. Lapras versus Kangaskhan. And already Lapras is busy nomming on Easter eggs with popcorn in them. Yep. We're getting kablummied by Power-Up Punch. And in comes the Shadow Force. Into Talonflame. And there goes Talonflame. Oh well. But I feel comfortable bringing in Xerneas at this point. And I think Giratina can stand safe unless it has some sort of surprise move like a Arceus forbid Poison Jab or something. I don't know if it can learn it, but if it can. But I definitely feel safe enough to use Geomancy, and I think I'll give Power-Up Punch a go. Some friends of mine like to refer to Geomancy as the win button, because it's so easy to win games with it. And unfortunately, Power-Up Punch gets countered by Mega Gengar because I was dumb enough to Mega Evolve. Ah well. Still, I have a little surprise move that the opponent is not going to expect. So, I'm not bothered at all. Unless the opponent uses Shadow Force, that would be annoying. Because that Giratina didn't switch. Alright, let's see then. Power Punch fails. Shadow Force again. Very well. Guess I don't have much of a choice. Yes, I have Hidden Power instead of Moonblast. Hidden Power Ground, to be exact. And considering I'm facing a pair of Ghost types, the only opponent I can really Power-Up Punch is the partner to Xerneas. Why not? Being I'll use this Protect out of feeling that might. We'll see how the opponent ends up reacting to the fact that I'm using Hidden Power and not Moonblast. There's the Power-Up Punch. Power-Up Punching the partner is not that unusual a strategy. You see it every now and then in official tournaments. It's not the easiest thing to do, though, as one could imagine. Alright, now I can afford to get aggressive. A +3 Kangaskhan Sucker Punch. And a +2 Xerneas Hidden Power Ground, and these two ghosts have a ghost of a chance of living through this. Xerneas uses Hidden Power. Whee! What? Oh dear, still going. And it uses Shadow Ball and not Sludge Bomb, which is a relief. And it's a relief because Xerneas can handle Shadow Ball, and it can't handle Sludge Bomb. Yep. Kyogre comes in, and Lapras is in the back. I have 2 boosted Pokemon. I have total control over this match. Very confident now, even with that shaky start. Now, what was that I said about Geomancy and the win button? I can easily overwhelm my opponents here. Thankfully, they have no priority moves. I wouldn't like that at all. And thankfully, that's a blue orb Kyogre, and not a choice scarf Kyogre, which is not unheard of. Alright, let's see how my opponent handles it. Looks like they don't handle it at all. Geomancy takes out the Gengar, does a reasonable amount to Kyogre, which is especially bulky, so fair enough damage, I've seen it before. And then return, gets rid of it. I know competitive players prefer frustration over return because of Ditto. If it transforms into Kangaskhan, and typically Ditto are maximum happiness. Everyone loves Ditto. Everyone loves loving Ditto, showing respect, yada yada yada. And so do I. But I also like treating Kangaskhan with respect. Frustration only works with 0 happiness, and that's... well, think Paul from the anime. Blah. Treating a Pokemon like that. I'm surprised this Pokemon don't have... The match was forfeited. Yay! Good win! But I still can't stop thinking of Geomancy and the win button. One thing of it completely slipped my mind to mention. This overlay that you see, communication with the other players interrupted. Did they DC? The overlay you see here was made by my good friend Roland Lumario Walker, who did a lot of graphic stuff for me. It's a huge passion of his. Thank you very much. Which reminds me, those 6 hexagons at the bottom were meant to be where the Pokemon I'm using go, and I kind of forgot to do that. I'm a rookie, okay? Cut me some slack. Well, let's go into our second game. Very interesting. That was definitely a DC if I'm still at 1500. The rating was supposed to update, but it didn't. And that means I'm less likely to face, with all due respect, better players. He was definitely a good player, Oak, with his rating, but still. So instead we face Black Hammer of the United States, with an also even rating of 1500. His team consists of Crobat, Aegislash, Ferrothorn, Salamence, Xerneas, and Groudon. Alright, so Crobat's most likely going to lead. Who's it going to partner with? I'm tempted to start with Smeargle, because it can use Follow Me. And, well, 3 of those Pokemon are single target Pokemon. Still, for the Follow Me, and thankfully the opponent doesn't have any Fakers out, so that's not an issue. They also don't have Kyogre, so I can deal with that Ferrothorn with impunity. But who shall I use alongside it? Which I think I'll use Xerneas despite those 2 Steel types, and that means I must use Groudon. And the last Pokemon gonna have to be Talonflame? Well, both it and Kangaskhan are gonna fear the Intimidate from that Salamence. Salamence is fast, so yeah, I'll stick with Talonflame, lock in, see what happens. Alright, here we go again. Me versus Black Hammer. If you think that I'm doing well so far, then feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Twitter. But ignore Twitch, that's not my handle. Sorry about that. My Twitter username is just Machop_fan, Machop_fan. And at this stage, I'm not streaming, and I plan to not stream until we get competent world-class high-speed internet. End rant. Alright. Follow me to better deal with the taunt, or the opponent may Tailwind. In which case I have some form of backup plan. And Xerneas will use the win button, aka Geomancy. I'm not sure what the Salamence is going to do. Probably switch out. It would be stupid to leave a dragon in against a fairy. Yep, there it goes. And when they switch while I boost, I get heaps of breathing space, and that is a Ferrothorn. Crobat used Taunt. And I use the win button. I know exactly what I'm going to do next. Since the opponent switched in Ferrothorn, I'm going to switch in Groudon. And I'm going to have to protect the Xerneas or lose to Gyro Ball. Not much the opponent can do about that, really. Okay, yep. No tricks this time, nice and straightforward. Although I suppose the opponent could be smart and have predicted that. But what can they do to Groudon? has Eruption. But thankfully in this case it also has Flamethrower. But what this should do is scare away the Ferrothorn. In the next turn, Passerby Ninal is challenging me to a battle. Unfortunately, I'm not doing viewer battles yet. Oh, Super Fang on the Xerneas. Oh, it's a double target. Why I hate double targeting. Or in this case, love it. Yeah, it's brilliant when it works in my favour, it's pathetic when it doesn't. Gonna have to stay put. At least Ferrothorn's slow. Worst case scenario, it'll protect and I can just deal with it next turn. But suffice it to say that Crobat's going. It's most likely going this turn. Oh, jeez. Excuse me. One moment. Very sorry about that, but my DS is not perfect. And nor was that planned. I didn't mean for a critical hit to happen. Okay, so what happened was Eruption landed a critical hit on the Crobat, knocking it out. Ferrothorn protected, and Xerneas did nothing. Just wasted the Dazzling Gleam. And the opponent sends in their own Groudon. But I'm not bothered. Like I said, I can use the same trick I used before now. The one about Hidden Power. Why I run Hidden Power over Moonblast. I didn't expect to showcase it as much as I have. Eruption again. Oh, hang on. Ooh. Yeah. Risky, because if it's a speed tie, then there goes Ferrothorn. I guess I should have protected. And Settlements comes in. I suspect the opponent thinks, or at least hopes, that I'm a physical variant. Unfortunately for him, I'm not. Xerneas uses Hidden Power. It won't knock out the... Oh, will it? Yeah, and I didn't think it would knock out the Groudon, and thankfully my Groudon goes first. Ah! Bye-bye there, Groudon. Unfortunately for Settlements, Intimidate didn't do a thing. And I have this game wrapped up. I need only Dazzling Gleam and Flamethrower. Like so. It seems the opponent doesn't want to forfeit, or he would have by now. But this does look like it's going to be a 4-0, which I'm thrilled with. I'm not exactly a consistent player. Depending on my mood, my mindset, my health, I can sometimes do a lot worse than I've been doing lately. And this is actually the first time I've been using the Big Six. In the past I've been using a different, similar but different team. But I can see holes in that other team that this team fills. Hopefully in time I can adapt it to better suit my playstyle though, because even though Salamence is on the team, I don't really expect to use it much. It doesn't suit my battle style very well. Not to mention it gives itself a bit of a bad name here, with all due respect. And Flamethrower, and that's the end of that tune. And that'll be it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Very sorry for that little hiccup. It's actually not the first time this brand new 3DS and brand new capture card have buzzed like that. You'll have to bear with me. And like I said, I'm new to this equipment. I'll figure it out in time. Anyway, thanks again. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're interested in seeing more. And hopefully I will